For today's demo, we'll be doing an overview of our Oracle Management Pack and the new features we have added in the latest release. We will be showing the Oracle Database highlights, the architecture, and monitoring highlights. We will also be focusing on performance improvements, which include RAC awareness, and Dave will be showing you a live demo of our Oracle Management Pack. After the demo, we'll be answering any sales-related questions you may have. We want to try and keep it to sales-related questions because everyone's environment is so different. If you have a specific technical question, it's probably going to pertain to your environment. So just send us a note with the attendee control panel, and we can answer it offline or set up a one-on-one time to discuss the questions. This way we can give you a more in-depth, detailed answer for your environment. At Bridgeways, we have an entire suite of management packs, allowing for a single pane of glass view for your entire system. This lowers the total cost of ownership by integrating seamlessly into Operations Manager console. There is absolutely no new training required to achieve centralized monitoring within Operations Manager. Some of our best-selling management packs include VMware, MySQL, and our Oracle Database Management Pack that we'll be demoing later in the presentation. And with that, I'm going to hand the presentation over to Dave.
Hi, everyone. Today I'd like to give you a nice high-level view of the Oracle Management Pack, showing you all the key features and the extent of the coverage, both from a single instance deployments through RAC deployments. We won't get into too specifics of particular monitors, but we will definitely show you that all the monitors are present for monitoring your Oracle database environments. And as Jonah has alluded to, if you ever need more in-depth technical presentations, we would be more than happy to set up some technical demonstration for you. So with our management pack, we discover all the key components of your Oracle database environment, the data stores. We discover all the major components of your Oracle database management pack, and of your Oracle instances, your table-based, your data files and sessions. The user experience, when you install the management pack, it installs seamlessly like any other Microsoft-based management pack or other management pack provider. There's no extra installation requirements other than installing the provider, which is an application that installs on your Oracle server to connect to your Oracle database instances. We also, with our management pack, we help you resolve the common issues that may impact on your Oracle database, high SQL traffic, data file or table space growth, RAC, global cache issues or global on-queue issues, and we also have many built-in reports, and we'll show you a lot of these features as we move through it. The architecture of the Oracle database itself is quite straightforward. As I mentioned, we install providers on your server that's running your Oracle instance. That server, be it a Windows or Linux, Unix servers, communicates back to SCOM through WMI in the case of Windows, or OMI or CIM in the case of Linux or Unix. Sending the data that the provider has collected. The provider utilizes the Oracle Instant Client method of connecting to the database in read-only mode, and it accesses the tables that Oracle instances store their health and performance metrics in. So there's no administrative privileges for reading the health and performance metrics. We ship with a nice script that comes with the management pack that the Oracle database administrator can review and run to set up the Bridgeways Oracle Management Pack user when setting up a run as account. Again, we provide all the monitoring of all the major components of your Oracle instance or your Oracle RAC environment. With Oracle RAC, we've introduced again a complete monitoring and of your performance and health of that RAC environment through the GES and GCS layer, the cluster layers, basically making sure that all this important elements that Oracle provides for monitoring the RAC environment is pulled into our management pack for your viewing within SCOM. So again, all the monitors that Oracle provides for the instances and or RAC environments, if you're utilizing RAC, we will pull those in, and we do pull those in through our management pack and display those in the SCOM console for you. So you're getting a very big picture, and we'll show you some of that right now. I'm going to set up for the live demo.
As Dave prepares for the live demo, I wanted to take this time and to remind everyone that during the demo you may submit any questions you have using the attend.
As I mentioned before, this is a diagram view in your SCOM console. It gives you a sort of a high-level view of the basic elements that make up the Oracle environment that you're monitoring and the objects that you are monitoring within that environment. So it's some SCOM administrators like having this view. It's a great way of showing other people, exactly in a very descriptive way of what you are monitoring. In this case, you can see we're monitoring the server through an instance and the various components that make up those instances, such as the system tables and other various tables in the Oracle database. So this is the diagram view. We connect to the Oracle database through the Oracle Instant Client. We pull the metrics from the view tables and from AWR. That, of course, the AWR must be enabled by the system administrator before we can use it to gather the information. We monitor the Oracle database in order to help the system administrators and DBAs get a holistic view of their environment, thus allowing them to see how Oracle is affecting other systems and how other systems are affecting Oracle. And that's really a key to SCOM and Oracle, and why the management pack within SCOM gives you that much greater view of what's going on. Because quite often your Oracle instances may be, and RAC environments may be in a virtualized environment, and you need to be monitoring everything, because it may not be an issue with Oracle itself. It could be a host server, a network switch, who knows. There could be many, many aspects, and the beauty of SCOM is you get to see the entire picture of what is potentially impacting your Oracle databases. And again, that's the power of SCOM, where you won't necessarily get that capability in a single pane of glass view by using distinct tools to monitor those various components. Again, that's so as you can see, we provide high-level dashboards that we model the system from the server through the instances and the listeners and down to the various sessions and the processes. So you can see we have very high-level, quick access dashboards. Excuse the lag, folks. This has to do with the webinar portal and connecting through the webinar. So there's a bit of lag here. In real time, this is much quicker, so just have to put up with a little bit of a lag with the webinar. Again, these high-level dashboards are meant to give you a quick view of how things are going, so you can just quickly scan over a period of time what is going on. For those of you who may be new to SCOM, you can adjust the time period right here, select the time range to adjust if you suspect that there's been complaints or you've noticed various issues at a certain period of time during the day. You can zero in by using these nice views and adjust the time range accordingly. So it's a handy way of visualizing where potential problems are. And again, you can see it's quite extensive, these dashboards and views. We get into all the areas of Oracle. One of the things you'll also notice on each one of these strings is they're all pulled from Oracle documentation and Oracle best practices. So you could take anything here, SQL traffic to client, SQL traffic, search through your Oracle documentation on administration and management of SQL traffic, for instance, or table space, and understand exactly what we are showing you here. So again, we stick to best practices in our implementation of our management pack, and do not introduce new terminologies or unknown monitor types. So strictly speaking, if you're an Oracle DBA or a non-Oracle DBA but have Oracle documentation, you want to know what you're looking at, again, that's what we provide. Now, when high-level dashboards aren't enough, we get down into more performance-oriented views of particular objects. In this case, how your instances are doing. In this case, we have an instance. You may have many instances in here at the bottom that you could select or deselect for views. And again, looking over a period of time, you can adjust the time range of what you're looking at here to see how the database is either growing or shrinking over a period of time. Okay, another handy thing. So, and here we have AWR, as I mentioned. If your environment has AWR, you've licensed to use it from Oracle, we pull in that performance metrics too for your AWR sections. Again, we look down at the memory utilization of the database instances themselves. Again, zeroing in on all the very specifics. Again, there's a bit of a lag, folks. Apologize for that. And you can see, how well your memory is working, and that's important because you want to utilize memory and your cache in your Oracle database, of course, as much as you can, without hitting the actual physical database, if you will, the actual tables. We get down into the table space and how the data file and table space states are, how they're behaving, how their health. You can see there's some issues going on here. You can get into the tracking the size of the particular table spaces. And we also zero in on the listeners. In this view here, you're seeing a single instance, or perhaps many independent instances that are in a non-RAC environment. We also provide a RAC environment, and I'll show you that shortly. One of the things as you maneuver through the pane on the left here of your view window, there's another area called task on the right, and each section is context sensitive. The tasks are context sensitive, so you can run various tasks in here. Now you'll notice some of these may, like you have database start, database stop. Well, depending on your organization, your Oracle team may be distinct from your operations manager team, and the operations manager team does not have the authority or the or allowed to start or stop database instances. You should know that when you install our management pack in an operations manager environment, it does not by default have administrative privileges on any Oracle instance. You have to set up run as accounts and profiles that have to enable that administrative privileges in order to do any of these tasks. So by default, again, they're not on, so some of those Oracle DB admins who may not wish that kind of power to an ops manager admin won't enable it by default. So you can see there's some quite handy tasks. Some of these tasks for like top 10 SQL statements, top 10 SQL fetches. One of the reasons we didn't put them over here on the left-hand view side is simply because they are can be intensive as far as the information they're gathering. So we try to avoid putting too much strain on the SCON environment by using those intense performance tasks and pulling them in as independent tasks. So again, it won't bring down your SCON session. It's just that you don't want them running on a regular basis every 5 or 15 minutes. Another thing to mention here is all our management packs ship with a overrides management pack, allowing you to add in or remove monitors that are included. By default, we normally have about 80% of the monitors turned on for the Oracle Database Management Pack. Some of these things you may want to turn off. Some additional ones you may want to turn on. Again, that's what the overrides management pack is for. Let's look at the Health Explorer. When you're selecting various alerts here, we'll just bring it up here to a Oracle instance state. You can see I'm running I've got a critical alert in this particular instance. So I'm going to open up my Health Explorer on that instance. I'm going to come up, and then I'm going to look and see what is going on with that particular instance. So I can zero in on the various alerts that are being generated. Every alert, every monitor that ships with our management pack has a knowledge-based article associated with it. These knowledge-based articles give you a summary of what the alert means, what caused the alert, how to resolve the alert, and any other additional information. In some cases, URLs or links are provided to Oracle documentation on the subject if there is additional information. So we can select through various alerts here, and you can see some of them are rather small, some of them are not too complex, and others are a little more complex, such as this one, instance total parse time. As you can see, it can be more involved. And again, you'll notice here there's actions being taken place. Again, depending on your organization, the SCOM monitoring person may not have authority to act on the Oracle instance. However, when the person is communicating with the Oracle team, they can easily say, well, this was the alert I got. Here's the knowledge-based article on the subject. And these resolutions are taken from Oracle best practice for fixing particular alert monitors. So it can actually speed up the process. In many cases, you'll be thanked for providing a quick answer to resolving a problem. Saves a lot of running around and looking around. And now you know one of the things I had alluded to earlier is that with the Oracle Management Pack being in SCOM, it allows you to narrow down whether the issue is in Oracle or is it in another area in your environment entirely, not associated with Oracle. It's just Oracle is having issues as a side effect to what may be going on in your environment. So in many cases, it may not be an Oracle issue at all, and you'll be able to resolve it before having to deal with Oracle itself. Another area that we're looking at here is, let's bring this down. Again, excuse the lag, folks. We'll bring up the Oracle RAC environment. And I have another environment here running Oracle RAC. And as you can see, this is over here on the left-hand side. You can see we provide, if you're familiar with RAC, all the monitoring components that Oracle provides for your RAC environment. Your global cache and your global on-queue components, the major building blocks of the RAC environment, and your cluster. So you can see it extremely extensive. This is, and you can get right down into some more particulars on the performance metrics of each particular entity in the RAC environment. It's quite on-queue statistics, etc. Again, this is everything that we pull right from the Oracle RAC instances. If you are aware of RAC, you know that your instances, the RAC information for each instance is stored on those instances. So we pull from each instance the RAC health and performance associated with that environment. So again, all the major components that make up your RAC environment are covered by this management pack. And again, you may, even if you're as an ops manager person, perhaps in your organization, are not familiar with Oracle, at least when there's an alert coming in, you and everyone in your team and environment will understand what the alert is, and through the knowledge-based articles, understand what is being done or will need to be done. So again, it's a great communication tool, and everybody's aware of what's happening. Another thing we provide, of course, is reports. So we'll bring up some reports here. Just go back to this environment a minute. And we provide several reports, one of them being the Oracle Database Instance Report. This is where you can zero in on one or more instances of over a period of time that you specify, and a particular element. For instance, you may be looking at the buffer cache or the transactions per second, for in this case, table space usage. Again, forgive the lag, folks. Again, this is just a network thing through the webinar. And you can see, how that particular instance is behaving over a given period of time. And by the way, you can even look back in time over a period, because the information is pulled from the data warehouse within SCOM. So you can start spotting trends. If there's a particular spike during a period of the month or the week where there seems to be some sort of a lag or complaints, you can start zeroing in with these reports quite nicely and see if there's a trend. And then publish these reports, if you will, through various methods to the appropriate people in your organization, so that everybody sees exactly and can communicate exactly with what is going on with a particular problem. So this is the Oracle Instance Report, and then we have the overall, another handy report that we provide among the several we provide is the Database Summary Report. And again, this one, just an quick overview of exactly what's happening. In this particular case, we can see this particular database is probably living in a virtualized environment, so it's not going to provide that information. If it was on a standalone bare metal piece of hardware, then some of this information would be here. How about the number of alerts that have occurred in that period of time? Again, you can define the period of time and see how many alerts existed for that particular database. So again, handy report for looking at your systems. And now one of the things you can generate customized reports if you want, also within SCOM, if you're familiar with SCOM. Again, the model of our Oracle Management Pack is, if you understand SCOM, you understand management packs, how they're imported, how to set up run-as accounts and run-as profiles. We follow the same exact procedures. We simply extend Ops Manager and provide a greater view of your Oracle environment. So in summary, that's a real quick overview of our management pack, and as I pointed out, it's quite in depth as far as its coverage, and we certainly would enjoy giving any one of you a much more in-depth technical view, talking to yourselves and or your Oracle teams about our coverage and what we provide for Oracle monitoring capabilities. So with that, Jonah, maybe we can turn it over to some questioning from our users.
All right, Dave, I have a question for you here. It says, can this management pack monitor Oracle EXA data?
No, we don't provide that. We simply strictly stick to instances and RAC, RAC environments.
Okay, I have another question here for you, Dave. It says, can we get a list of every single monitor available and what it is doing?
Yes, we provide a data dictionary, which is roughly translates to every monitor that is there. The data dictionary is just that. It is a definition of all the monitors and alerts broken down that we run in our management pack. It represents about 80% of what is actually there as far as monitoring capabilities. Some of them are, some of the alerts, individual alerts, are thrown together into a monitor, so you may not see that in the data dictionary, but they're all there, yes.
All right. How does the management pack know which servers, devices are related to Oracle for the single pane view?
Yes, so when you're setting up your run-as account, you're basically, it's just as if you're trying to connect to an Oracle server through any other Oracle client, a web-based client or whatever. You need to provide the Oracle string, database string, and user login ID to connect to that Oracle database over the network. So we use the same mechanism. When we discover it, we simply go out with a host name and say, is there an Oracle database instance on that machine? We pick it up. you will have set up your run as account and profile then to associate with that discovered machine from the SCOM environment. And a run as, just really quickly, a run as account and profile are the account is the person, the profile is the actions that that person can take for that on that object that you have discovered. That's simply what a run as account and run as profile are in simple terms.
We have another question for you here. How would you compare this management pack monitors with Oracle Enterprise Monitor?
Actually, we both monitor the identical same elements. We pull from the same instance table space for health and performance. Where we excel is in the by pulling that information into a single pane of glass view. In other words, we've pulled all that same health metrics into a view that allows you to see your VMware environment, your Hyper-V environment, the Windows servers, Linux server, health and performance, the network switches. Anything that SCOM can monitor is included in that Oracle with Oracle. So you get to see everything that's going on in that environment, not just a single component. So, but one of the things we always point out is we're not out to get rid of specialized tools. In the case of Oracle, the Oracle Enterprise Client, or in the case of VMware is another good example where we make a VMware management pack. We don't tell administrators to throw out their VMware tools. They're handy for specific components or management type of tasks, but again, they fall down when you're trying to get the big picture. So we enhance the capabilities of the administrators with the SCOM management packs that we provide.
All right, Dave, I've got a couple more questions here. Is AWR required for this management pack?
No, it's not. It's simply an add-on. If you have it, we will pick up the performance metrics from AWR. If you don't, you will get this standard instance health, or in the case of RAC, the standard RAC health elements.
Okay. Does your management pack also work with HP Unix?
No, we do not have an HP Unix management pack support. We provide Linux, the popular Linux distributions, namely Red Hat variants such as Oracle or Fedora and things of that nature, and the SUSE Linux. We're down the road. We're going to be looking at perhaps Debian or Ubuntu, but we found that most Oracle implementations tend to be on Red Hat, SUSE, or Oracle Linux itself. So that's where most of our Linux support is. And we also have, of course, Windows Server editions support for our Oracle Management Pack.
Okay, I have one more question here, Dave. With the monitors turned on automatically, would they start doing things on our production database servers?
No. There's nothing that we only pull data from the database servers, and by that I mean we connect as a user. That's what our provider is. It's a user. We connect. We say I'm Bridgeway's monitoring user, and we pull the data from the table space, the health and performance table space, read it, and send it back. We do not write or to the database at all. It's a simple read-only access. And again, as I mentioned earlier, we provide the script that has to be run in order to set that up, and the Oracle DBAs can review that script to make sure they're happy with how it's being written and executed. One other thing, too, I want to point out is we do now provide support for Oracle 12c instances. There's some newer features in the Oracle 12c implementation. There are cloud extensions, etc., that we don't have yet in our current versions, but we do provide support for if you're running your Oracle 12cs in a instance type of setting, a standalone instance setting. We do support that RAC will be coming for 12C also. However, if you're running 9G through 11G, we provide the full spectrum of support for that, single instance or instances and RAC support. Yeah. So I believe that's it for now then, Jonah, and I'll turn it to you to...
Yeah, I don't see any other questions here. I want to thank everybody for attending today, and I encourage you to visit our website at www.bridgeways.com. And if you have any further questions or would like to schedule a live demo or evaluation, reach out to myself or through the website, and we can definitely get you guys set up with that.
Thank you, everyone.